All right there, YouTube. Here's the other part of this video, and this is where I'm going to talk about this saw, which is an Echo DSH 3006. Okay, and what it is an electric pruning saw, 6-inch bar, 3/4 pitch chain, I believe. Yeah, let me look. Nope, it's a 3.325 chain. So 6-inch bar, 0.325 chain. Now, if you wanted to see a demonstration of this saw, I'll link a video recently doing a removal with it. So if you're wanting to see it done in this video, it's probably not going to happen. I'm just going to talk about it. First thing I want to talk about is weight. It's very lightweight. Battery probably weighs more than the actual saw itself. I've got the 2.5 amp hour battery on it, which is the smaller one that Echo provides. It's more than enough battery. For that removal in that last video, I had a full battery on it, and we only used 1 bar. Granted, we're only cutting the limbs and stuff, but compared to other saws like it, that's actually really, really good battery life. It has plenty of torque to cut through some of the thickest stuff. The only drawback is a 6-inch bar. But like I said, you're not cutting big stuff with this. This is just more your small limbs, bushes, stuff around the garden, that kind of stuff. Would I carry this as a professional? Not on a huge removal job. It's not, the bar length is just too short for it. I need to have at least, 12 inches, 14 inches. August Honeke did a video on it. I think he did mention he wishes it had a Panther bar, and they could have a conversion to a 1/4 pitch in the future. If that happens, I may put that on there. One drawback I didn't like of it, and you'll see it in that last video, is the chain constantly keeps getting loose. There's no tensioner or screw on it, so all you have is the tightening of the side cover plate. So you loosen it, and all you have to do is pull that bar out and then retighten it. It gets a little aggravating if you're cutting a lot. I wish they had a little, kind of like what the steel did, and they made it where you could loosen it and tighten it all in one little turn. I think they should have followed that suit. That's just my opinion. It's got a bar oil reservoir. Some of these saws, they like the Chinese knockoffs that you see on Amazon, they don't even have this. They'll just have it where you have to pour the oil on it every few cuts and use a bottle on there. So I'm glad they have that. As far as handling on it, it's very comfortable. I have small man hands, I don't have, giant man grip eaters like Hannah has. He can crush a baby skull with his hands. I think he's over there laughing, or he's deep in thought. As far as chain speed, it's a little slow, but as far as a pruning saw, I wouldn't expect anything to be any faster. So if you were watching me cut some of the bigger limbs, it did take a little bit longer to get through them. However, there's plenty of power, especially with this 56-volt battery on it, so I wasn't worried about running out of battery. Price point is actually pretty good for this tool. It's in the $250 range for the battery and the charger and the saw. Yeah, you could probably get something cheaper, Ryobi, whatever, the Chinese knockoffs. One thing I did take off, let me get it. Yeah, one thing I did take off was this little cover that was on the bar. I don't like it because I want to be able to go back cut or bottom cut, whatever you want to call it. So I took it off. It's more of a safety feature for those people. I see this saw being used more around my house just for little tiny stuff. As far as a smaller person, it's easy to use. To operate it, you got to push the safety button on there and then pull the trigger, which is located on the sides. I don't know if you can see it. Let me see if I can get you. I got this follow on me, but the button sits right here, and then you just pull the trigger. It's got a little guard just to keep you from getting your hand hit or that trigger getting bumped. But yeah, pretty good little saw. Wouldn't recommend it doing a full removal, but it's great to have it around the house. So build quality, it's definitely doesn't feel cheap in the hands. Plastics feel solid, doesn't vibrate a whole lot. But if you have any questions about it, just leave them in the comments below. This video is just intended for people looking at it and wanting to see it before they buy it. So like I said, I'll leave a link in a video using it. And I'll probably do some more videos with it in the future. So just kind of stay tuned to the channel and you can watch along. But yeah, appreciate it. We'll see you on the next one.